Alright traders, welcome back to another video, and this one is going to be a good one. We're going to answer the most common question in trading, and that is, how do I tell whether a level of support and resistance is going to hold? Now obviously, you will never know 100% of the time if a level is going to hold, but I can guarantee you there are a few things that you can do to help improve your chances and overall improve your trading. So you're going to want to watch this video all the way to the end. It's going to be a pretty simple and short video, but it will help your trading out. So all I ask in return for this free content is for you to please like this video to help out the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to keep up to date with all the trading content that I post. And let's jump right into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do to make sure that your levels are going to hold is make sure you are trading with the trend. This is such a simple and easy fix to your trading, just trading with the trend. Unless, maybe you lose money every time you trade with the trend, then, try to trade counter trend, I guess. But for the most part, you're going to want to stick to trading the trend. The trend is your friend, and this provides a huge edge. This gets rid of so many headaches just trading with the general trend. Now, how do you define a trend? Okay, for those of you who don't know, the easiest way to define an uptrend or a downtrend is looking for that simple pattern of higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so as long as we're getting higher highs and higher lows, or in a downtrend, lower lows and lower highs, we are trending in one of those directions. So this is an uptrend and this is a downtrend. As long as you are following this simple pattern of higher highs, higher lows, or lower lows, lower highs, you will see a huge increase in your profitability when you are trading support and resistance levels. But the key is you want to trade these levels with the trend, not against the trend. So you are only going to be buying support levels or broken resistance levels in an uptrend, and you're only going to be selling resistance levels or broken support levels on a downtrend. So for example, what we're looking at right here is the Euro US dollar on a 4-hour chart. Now you're going to see that this is, when we draw it all out, right, we have a swing high, swing low, swing high, and then a swing low. And now guess what? This is considered a downtrend because we just broke through this low, so we expect a higher or a lower high and then a lower low. So the average trader probably does not know this and thinks that this push that you're seeing right here is bullish and that we are going to reverse completely, and we're going to go like this and like that. But that's not the case. Okay, so as you can see, we're just going to hit the play button here if I can find it, and we're going to watch this level right down here. Let me show you. Okay, we're going to watch a couple of support levels, right? We're going to pretend like we're going to want to buy this. Okay, we have support levels. Now, how do we draw out our support levels? They're just levels where price has turned around in the past. So we're just going to take some basic support levels right here, right? Why do we mark that out? Because that's an area where price reacted to in the past. Okay, and then down here, this low. So if we were a noob trader, right? If we were a noob trader and we didn't know any better, these are going to be our support levels that we're going to try to buy the Euro US dollar on. So let's just see what happens here. First level broken through. We get a little bit of a push up. Second level broken right through like butter. Okay, so why does this happen? Why didn't the level hold? Well, the level didn't hold for a simple reason, and that simple reason is that we were in a downtrend. We had just made a new low, right? And so we expect a lower high, and that's exactly what we got, a lower high, and then we also expect a lower low. So if we expect a lower low, why in the world are we going to be buying any support levels, right? Any support levels that are not, in line with this sort of expectation. Okay, if we expect a lower low, by definition, we also expect all of these support levels to be broken, and that's exactly what happened. So the trend is your friend. Okay, so I've just fast forward a little bit. You can see we made this new push low, we made this push high, push low, and now we've made a higher high. So what do we see here? We now see a reversal taking place, and we're now in an uptrend. Now watch the difference here. So what we're going to do is just get rid of this level here. This support level is no longer relevant to us, but we're going to look at this support level because that is definitely still relevant and still needs to be tested. So this is the same exact support level that we were looking at right in here that got broken through. But now the only difference here is that we are in an uptrend and we expect a higher low, higher high. Okay, that's the only difference. Same level, right? Same level right in here. But now we just broke through this high right here, so we can expect a higher high, higher low. And now let's see what happens here. Okay, so immediately you can see a big difference here. Now I'm going to switch to a 12-hour chart just so it's a little bit more condensed and easier to see. Now look at the difference in reactions. This support level, this one support level here, okay, same level, right? Tested the first time, gets destroyed, right? If you were to buy it there, you know, if you were to buy euro US dollar there, you would have been destroyed. But as soon as we get out of this downtrend, right? Out of this downtrend, and we break through this high, and now we have a higher high, what happens to that level? That level becomes much, much stronger because the buyers are actually willing to start buying at this support level. Now, does it turn around exactly at this level? No, it goes a little bit below that, but you got to remember that these support and resistance levels are never a straight line like this. We like to use zones. They're always somewhat of a zone. So we could have probably done something like this between 1.105 to 1.10, something like this. Let's see if I can get that even. Right? Okay, so that little zone right there probably would be the best idea for us, and you can see exactly how that turned out. Okay, so what is the biggest, the biggest factor in support and resistance levels holding? In this case, it's support, but it goes, vice versa, right? Same exact thing. If you're going to trade a downtrend and you're going to only short resistance in a downtrend and broken support in a downtrend, don't try to short resistance in an uptrend. And we're going to see what happens here if we try to do that right now. But why did this support level work this time around? Because again, we are now in an uptrend, right? We are now in an uptrend, broke through here, higher high, higher low expectation, and so we should get a push higher. Now, let's see what happens if we decide, okay, we are now in an uptrend. Let's see what happens if we decide to actually try to short at an area of resistance, which is going to be this high right there. So this is our little level of resistance right in there. And just a quick note, just so we have examples for both buying and selling. I just scrolled back a little bit here. You can see here, okay, we have a downtrend. Where does the price actually turn around? Okay, look at the area of resistance. This is a previous area of support broken. Okay, this line is getting in the way, but this is a previous area of support right in here. Okay, and look at where price turns around. Is it perfect? No, but again, this is an area of resistance, and as long as you are trading the area of resistance in a downtrend, you can see that, it does work out much better than, say, something like this, where you're buying into support in a downtrend. Okay, so now let's see what happens if we go way over here and we draw out this resistance level, and let's see what happens if we try to short this resistance level, even though we are in an uptrend and we expect what? We expect a higher high. So we expect these highs to be broken, but either way, let's see what happens if we short. And this is on a 12-hour chart. Okay, so that did end up working. That ended up working somewhat, right? We got a reaction at that level, and that'll happen. It's never going to be 100% of the time that the level is going to fail, and it's never going to be 100% of the time that the level is going to hold. But one thing you will notice is that this was a short-lived move, okay? This was only a reaction from this resistance level before getting shot back up and breaking through the highs, all right? When you are trading against the trend, that's about the best that you'll get. You're going to get small, short pullbacks before the trend continues. Because if you'll notice, buying in here offered a much bigger move, right, to the top, right? If we were still long right down here, okay, we could have been selling up in here, and that would have been a massive move, right? Because we expected these highs to be broken, so we can easily decide to sell once those highs are broken somewhere in this general area. Okay, so let's just for the fun of it, let's see how many pips that is. If we just take this right here and we go from entry, pretend we enter right on this support level, and we just go to the top here. You know, the absolute max profit we could have gotten, that's 210 pips. Now let's do the absolute max profit we could have gotten if we were to short right at this entry point, which is this resistance level, okay, down to the max profit level, and that is 107 pips. Okay, so just about double the profit as long as you're following the trend. So, you know, that tells you something. If you're trading the trend, you can catch bigger moves with less stress. If you were trading against the trend, you do have the chance of catching small reactions like this, but they are stressful, short-lived. You never know when they're going to actually work out. It's always stressful trying to short into a big area of resistance like this, and you know, you never know when to really take your profit, okay? And you know, if you're not out by here, then you get the trend reversing back up on you and you're stopped out, or it's taken out for a break even. Whereas in here, you know, this is a very smooth and easygoing trade. You buy knowing that you are likely to break through these highs here, and you know, you look to take profits up there, and you know, if we break through these lows down here, then we are now in a downtrend, so you can take your loss there. So that is going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed my, you know, analysis and teaching style. All I ask is for you to hit that like button and subscribe to stay up to date with all of the trading content that I post. And if you're interested in joining our Discord, the link is in the description, as well as our private mentoring group. Both of those links are in the description down below. I thank you guys for watching. Remember, the trend is your friend, and I will see you guys in the next one.